USS Yorktown and USS Kaarel have entered Soviet territorial waters southwest of Crimea in the Black Sea. The U.S. task group is conducting a freedom of navigation operation to enforce the right of innocent passage under international law. Crimea Traffic Control contacted the Yorktown on Channel 16, informing the American warships that they have illegally entered the territorial waters of the USSR and ordered them to alter course and leave the area. Yorktown replied that the vessels were engaged in innocent passage and they were operating fully within their rights under international law. Several more warnings followed as the task group maintained course 090. The final transmission from Crimea Traffic Control escalated the situation, threatening extreme measures if the US ships did not turn away. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to Sea Power, Naval Combat in the Missile Age. Today we are in command of USS Yorktown and USS Kaarel. We are conducting a freedom of navigation exercise off the coast of Crimea. The date is February 12th, 1988. Our task is to just patrol along the coast. The Soviets have already informed us they are not very happy about these particular maneuvers, but we are going to continue on our course of 090 and a speed of 12.8 knots. USS Yorktown is a Ticonderoga class guided missile cruiser, so she is equipped with Aegis, and you can see the Spy 1 radar there. We also have USS Kaarel, a Spruance class destroyer. I'm actually going to have her stream out the towed sonar array. We'll deploy it below the layer for the time being. Make sure a Kilo class submarine or something is just not trailing us as we continue with these particular maneuvers. We can actually see Crimea out there in the distance. We are, 20 nautical miles away from the coastline, 16 nautical miles away from the coast, and 18 miles away from that radar emission there. Only a radar site that is tracking us. Well, we will see if the Soviets get uppity about these maneuvers. Hopefully, they are just talking a big talk. Okay, it looks like they were not just full of it. We have SSN-2s, those are Styx anti-ship missiles inbound, and they have faded. So they were launched from boats right about here, if I had to guess. 4? No, we're just dealing with a cluster of 4. Let me mark this. Okay. We'll get ready to counter fire here. Increase speed, all ahead, full. Kaarel, let's bring that towed array back in, because we are going to have to maneuver. Okay, Yorktown did not get any SM-2s off yet. That's not entirely surprising, and that's actually a good thing, because we lost contact pretty quick. We have these 4 contacts here. I'm kind of worried about firing harpoons down this line of bearing, mostly because I do not want to hit some fishermen and make the situation even worse than it already is. So we are going to hold fire and wait. Yorktown has 8 harpoons, and Kaarel has 8 harpoons as well. She has 24 Rim 7 Sea Sparrows. Yorktown's going to be doing the bulk of the interceptions, though, I think. These SM-2s have a fantastic range and are quite accurate. Okay, Yorktown is firing. We have picked up these anti-ship missiles closing in, a cluster of 4. SM-2s are coming off the rails. Okay. We have 6 outbound. Let's see. Yep, definitely Styx. Okay, 1 was intercepted. Let's see. Okay, 3 are still closing in. We're engaging at quite the range, though. 2 more SM-2s outbound. Let them rip. And we can't engage with our Sea Sparrows just yet. Hostile air contact. Okay, they just fired 2 more. I'm not having that. I'm kind of fed up. We are going to fire one here. One harpoon. Let's fire a second harpoon. I believe there are 2 missile boats out there engaging us with how many Styx anti-ship missiles have been fired. Okay. AS-6 anti-ship missiles inbound. 3 of them. SM-2s are already being fired. Turn south, turn south, turn south. All ahead flank. Let's get moving. Okay, we need to destroy these AS-6s. These are dangerous. And look at that, look at the snow over Crimea. That's pretty nifty to see. Okay. Alright. Yorktown. Your priority is these AS-6s. Hopefully we can intercept them at altitude here. Harpoons are slowly humming along to their target. 2 ought to do it, I think. Yorktown, this is going to make things kind of tricky, isn't it? Okay, first pair of SM-2s closing in on the target. Come on, they missed. Okay, 2 more closing in. Missed. Okay, I think we got one, actually. 1 AS-6 detonated. Okay. Here we go. We are turning back to port. Jeez. So many SM-2s heading towards these AS-6s, which are diving down towards us. Come on. Get it. Okay, got one. One's left. One's left. It is diving down at 1,700 knots. Got it. Okay. Took care of that. Those were these scary missiles. The Styx, although devastating if they hit, are a little easier to intercept. Okay, ships are maneuvering around like crazy. SM-2s are being rippled off towards these Styx anti-ship missiles. Okay, first one missed. Harpoons closing in on their targets. Come on, get them. Missed, jeez. Our luck has not been too great. There we go, got one there. 1 anti-ship missile left, there we go, got it. Let's see if they fire more. They're about to have to answer for all of this. Yorktown, head back, 090. We are continuing with this, whether they like it or not. New air contact, 2 small radar contacts. 900 feet, so they're on the deck closing in. Oh my gosh, this is... Identify these hostile. Yorktown. Okay, contacts, radar contacts have faded. 2 more AS-2s inbound. Yorktown is going to begin engaging those AS-2s now. Good. Swinging to starboard, bringing that rear mount to bear. SM-2s outbound, heading towards their target. USS Karen is continuing on her southern course. Okay, let's see. Another SM-2. I would like to destroy this radar. Nothing I can really use to blow that up except our 5-inch guns, and we are too far for shore bombardment. Okay, harpoons closing in. We'll see if they manage to find... Okay, there we go. 1 harpoon hit. OSA missile boat. One of them was destroyed. There's probably a second one out there. If it shows its face, we will engage. Yorktown has expended about half her magazine. I'm going to switch the weapons hold. I want to try to conserve some of these SM-2s a little bit here. Let's see how many of these AS-2s get... You know what? Okay, keep engaging these AS-2s. They're too scary not to deal with. These are air-launched. There's probably a Tu-95 out there. These are kippers. The AS-2s here. I'm not picking up what launched them. They're probably really far out there. A small radar contact on the deck, though. Hopefully... Okay, yeah. They think it's a Su-24. so worth blowing out of the sky at this point. Okay, Rim 7s are engaging this AS2. It should be a little easier to hit. There we go. Okay, Yorktown. Weapons hold on Yorktown. Destroyed the Su-22. Good. One destroyed. This guy's hostile. Okay, Yorktown. One single SM2. We are down to 28. Fire just one. You're going... We have another anti-ship missile, AS-13, has been fired from that Su-24. We are down to 18 Sea Sparrows. Yorktown, keep turning. Fire one SM2 at that AS-13. SM2 heading towards the AS-13 here. Pretty small warhead on this particular anti-ship missile. Can we hit that Su-24 on its way out, please? He's leaving. I would like to hit him. 2 Sea Sparrows, okay. Intercepted the target, good. His contact's coming back around. There we go. One away, heading towards the Su-24. Okay, a hostile warship has flipped on its radar. We are picking up radar emissions here, and we're also picking up a merchant vessel right here. Yorktown and company head back on a course of 090. Wow. They ripped off an AS-13 right as their aircraft hit the water. Okay. I see. Sea Sparrow. Get ready to engage. Yorktown, one single SM2 at the target. At that incoming anti-ship missile. We should be able to defeat an AS-13 with Sea Whiz and such as well. But I'm not going to take the chance. I'd rather expend these SM2s now while we're here. Looks like they fired all their big stuff. Thank goodness for that. Karen's 5-inch guns are engaging. Fire with Sea Sparrow. Okay. One SM2 has been fired from Yorktown. Heading towards the AS-13. This should get it. Come on. Good. Got it. Target destroyed. Good work. Continue heading east. Both vessels head east. Caching class destroyer closing in. Multiple radar contacts have been detected. Contacts on the deck. Hostile. Hostile. Okay, Yorktown. Weapons free. Karen, turn to prosecute these targets. Yeah, bandits. They're moving 600 knots at an altitude of 200 feet. They're on the deck. Probably MiGs. I want to fire at this cache, and however, there's a merchant ship in the way. We're going to avoid firing at them for the time being, in an attempt to avoid collateral damage. Okay, looks like 2 pairs of fast-moving aircraft, and that's not a pair. That's a large group of airplanes. What the heck are these? One's toast, yeah, but there's still, you know, a whole bunch more. There we go. Taking care of them. MiG-23s. Okay. What's our SM2 situation? 17. Yeah. Just keep engaging them at range. Okay. Another one destroyed. MiG-27s. More bandits? Did I hear that right? They have switched off their shore-based radar station. Okay. Okay, Yorktown. Hold. That's it. Karen can use some of her Sea Sparrows. We only have one hostile contact inbound anyway. Visual is very large here. We have a couple of medium to very large contacts. in the area. Let's see whatever that contact was flaring. MiG-27 destroyed. More closing in. Hostile. Okay. 5-inch guns, get ready to fire. Open fire on those targets. Sea Sparrows, their range is rather limited, but they are almost in range. ID both of these incoming contacts as hostile. 5-inch guns should swing to port and begin engaging those targets any moment now, right? Please engage. Alright boys, what's the hole up? They're reloading. Okay, Yorktown. Weapons free, let it rip. Fire those SM2s. Karen's reloading her Sea Sparrow launcher. Yeah, the Mark 29 launcher has 24 minutes. It's going to take half an hour to do that. Okay. Yorktown. Hold. Let's wait. There we go. Track destroyed. More bandits? You gotta be kidding me. No. There's no more. Change course. Yorktown, reduce speed. All ahead 2/3. Let's try to play for time here so Karen can reload. Both vessels are turning and continuing on their eastern course. Okay, 2 hostile contacts have been identified. I guess they flipped on their radar. Let's see the info here. Yeah, we picked them up. ESM. Krivak, most likely. What about these guys? What's going on here? Merchant ships, Luda, it could be anything. Okay. We're going to see if they'll identify themselves. They are not responding. We'll see if these guys... Okay, they agreed to comply. Okay. Neutral merchant ships in the way. Harpoons are not very smart missiles, so they're gonna just lock onto whatever's really big. And these merchant ships are certainly bigger than a Cashin. We could swing around, but we are going to continue on our course. New pop-up group here, aircraft closing in. They're at Angel 6. Pair of them. I'm gonna ID them as hostile. Well, no, neutral for the time being. We'll see what they end up doing. We have picked up a 3rd radar contact here, moving 25 knots. Highly doubt that is some fisherman. Now, we could try to fire through the gap here at this Krivak with harpoons. It is risky. It is very risky, but I'd probably like to get some early hits on these guys before they launch their missiles. Okay, let's do it. Salvo of 2 at the Krivak. The angle allows it. We're firing between the merchant ships. They should be cleared. Salvo of 2 harpoons at this Cashin.
Track 7042.
Now the Seekers should activate relatively close to the hostile warship, so they theoretically should just fly right on by these merchant vessels. Honestly surprised this Krivak has not fired at us just yet. Radar's off. Well, the harpoons riled him up. SAN-4's outbound, trying to shoot down our harpoons. Hopefully they don't head off and hit one of these merchant ships, it looks like that's not going to be my problem. Okay, looking good. SAN-4s just being fired rapidly. The harpoons are not being spoofed by that big chaff cloud. Popping up. Going to smash right through their deck. Here we go. Got him. Impact directly amidships. Second one crashed right through him. Okay. Another harpoon closing in on the undamaged Cashin. Impact right in the torpedo launchers. And it looks like that caused a cook-off. She's going down. 2 Soviet ships up in flames now. We have one to deal with. We'll give them an opportunity to withdraw and call it quits. I'm going to quickly see. I'm going to request these guys to ID themselves. They do not respond. Still not responding. We have a Grisha 3 here. Sailing past. Merchant ship. Big tanker just cruising by. Okay, nice to see ya. Okay, one more harpoon at the Grisha. Finish the job. Maintain 25 knots. Okay, radar station. I've kind of had it with you painting me. Engage that radar station with the 5-inch guns. Harpoon is heading towards the Grisha 3, however, it is locking onto the largest target, and that is the hulk of the Cashin. The Krivak 1 is still going down. Okay. This radar station's still doing its thing? Yeah. We sent a few rounds their way. Looks like they're watching, seeing where the rounds fall. Yeah, muffled explosions off on the coast. Hostile missiles. Okay. Yeah, harpoon hit the Cashin. Great. Is there about to... No, they're going to miss them. Thought there was about to be a collision. We'll just sail by, engage that radar station. If we hit it, we hit it. If we don't, we don't. We are continuing on our eastern course. The radar set was hit and is now destroyed. The Grisha 3 is turning around and running. Okay, continue heading east. Where are those these aircraft here? It is a pair. I don't think airliners typically operate in pairs. Let's see. Still not responding. If they close in aggressively, we will engage. More good news though, our Sea Sparrows are almost reloaded. They have about 2 minutes to go. Crew's working quick. These 2 aircraft are now hot. Hostile. Yorktown. You are cleared to engage, weapons free. Engage those incoming air targets. With SM2s, we'll expend 4. That's going to leave us with less than 10. We'll be down to 9 SM2s. Not a whole lot. There we go. 1 away. 2 away. Those going after a different aircraft? Yeah, that is. Okay. Don't fire more. They're still really far out, so we'll just fire 1 at a time, really, for each aircraft. We have almost reached this little purple area where we need to get to. I will say this is a pretty cool scenario. It had me sweating there for a while, that anti-ship missile barrage. And it is cool that this is based off a real incident. And there's actually footage of this incident. Okay. Tu-16s. Old bombers. Dispatched of rather quickly. Yep, this is based off a real incident. Of course, in reality, there were no missiles flying. However, both USS Yorktown and USS Karen were bombed by Soviet assets in the Black Sea during their patrol. We just got this message. We have entered the Freedom of Navigation Operations Zone and showed our resolve to enforce international law. Congratulations, Commander. Okay, I'd say that went pretty well, all things considered. We were shot at, and in turn, we destroyed, let's see, 2 large Soviet surface ships, a missile boat, an SA-13 apparently, 2 bombers, 2 Su-24s, 4 floggers. Yeah. Personally, I would call that a proportional response. Anyway, folks, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.